channel, Abhijay's Fun World. Today I'll be starting my chess series. So, did you know? Chess is more than 1,500 years old. Crazy long time ago, right? Chess originated from the Indian board game called Chaturanga. It was played by these kings. You know how chess is a two-player game? Chess, in that time when Chaturanga was there, when Indian kings played it, Chaturanga was actually a four-player game. It had the same basis like chess, but it was kind of different. Why do we play chess? Chess improves our concentration. It helps us learn the win or loss. In a game that, like, if we win, you win. If we lose, you lose. Bobby Fischer, another amazing chess player, said, chess demands focus. You need focus to play chess. Let's say you play like a grandmaster for 30 moves, and then the 31st move you make a bad blunder, like losing your queen, and the game's over. Or sometimes it's not over, but if you do one blunder in a game, you can make the game over. Chess also helps with decision making, problem solving, memory, and creativity. Chess actually relates to our normal life days. Like if you study hard in school, you have a good life. But if you go goofy around, you don't have that good of a life. So it's all based on the step you make in life. Same with chess. Let's say you move the queen, but the other person captures your queen. Because the moves you make decide how the game will go. So, in my videos, I will tell you guys how to make the right moves. And I'm still learning. Because actually, even if you're a master, you still have more to learn. So I'll teach you everything I learned so far. Because I want you guys to be great at chess. And I'll be using a website called leechess.org. I'll explain how to get to that website, log on, and you can do all kinds of cool stuff with that website in my second episode. But now, let's move to fun chess. Hello friends, I will be teaching you the basics of chess in my first chess video. I will be teaching you where all the pieces go and how they move. Okay? Let's start. Okay? In the board, there are 64 squares. Since there's 8 rows and there's 8 columns. And 8 times 8 is 64. So there's 64 squares. As you can see, there are the whites, which are over here, and the blacks, which are over here. Each side occupies 2 rows. That's 1 row, 2 row for white, 1 row, 2 row for the blacks. So they start off with this. But eventually in the game, when you start moving the pieces, they'll eventually start getting to move around. So I will be first teaching you where all the pieces go. I'm going to teach you some easy ways to remember the pieces as well. Okay, so first, let me tell you the names of the pieces. So each side starts out with 16 pieces. So there are the 8 pawns, as you can see. So these, the 8 pawns. There was 2 rooks, 2 knights. There are 2 bishops. There are 1 queen and 1 king. The most powerful piece, and which is worth the most, is the queen, the most powerful piece. And the least powerful piece is the pawn. But they are very important. The pawn is actually, even though it's the weakest piece in the game, it is a very important piece. Okay? So, let me tell you where each piece goes now. The rook, remember this, guys, they're always on the corner of the board. Okay? Corners of the board. See, they're always on the corners of the board. The rooks are always on the corners of the board. And to remember this easy, after we know what the rooks are, it's kind of easy to look. So the knight is right next to the rook. Okay? They're always right next to the rook. And then the bishop is another piece, which is right next to the knight. Just remember those steps. And if you know those are the three, like, secondary pieces, I should say. After the queen, those are the next powerful pieces. But the most important in the game is our king. Okay? The king is the piece that decides the game. Like, so you have to make the king checkmated, which means it's impossible to go anywhere because wherever it goes, it will be checked. Check, checkmate, you don't know what those are right now, but I'll explain them in other videos. Checkmate just basically means can't go anywhere. Okay? If we lose our king, our game is done. We lose. But so we have to try protecting our king. Okay, and the queen always on its color. Queen in the middle, always on its color. So it's in the middle and it's always on its color. So white queen on white square, black queen on black square. And the king is right next to the queen, like, see? Like that. So white always goes first, and moving you cannot skip your turn. Moving is compulsory. Okay, guys? Very important to move. Because you can't even play chess if you don't move your turn. You cannot skip your turn. So I'll tell you that explains the values of the pieces now. Okay, guys? So let's see the value of the pawn. These are the pawns. I said weakest but important. The pawns, they always go on this rank. They always go on this rank. See, always on this rank. Okay, the one I'm highlighting with green. So, the pawn's value is 1 point. Okay, we finished the value of the pawn. Now the rooks. The rook's value is 5. 5, okay? The knight's value is 3. And it's tied with our next piece, which is the bishop, which is also 3. King really doesn't have a value because it's so important in the game. Queen, the most value is number 9. 9 points. Bishop, 3. Knight, 3. I said those here, but I'm repeating them here. Those are the values of the pieces. And I'm going to tell you some famous players right now. So there's Magnus Carlsen, current world champion. Wow. Look. See, it says, when I scroll down, it says Magnus Carlsen, Carlsen M. There is Bobby Fischer, very good player. There is, there's lots of great players. One day you might hear my name there, and one day I believe I hear your name there. Okay, guys, that's it for this video. Okay, friends, in this video, I showed you the value of the pieces, where the pieces go, and the names of the pieces. In my next video, I'll be teaching you how the pieces move. The pieces move in different ways, because in my next video, I will teach you how the pieces move and where they move, and like how much squares they move, okay? And in the next video, I'll also tell you about the website I use to practice. Bye! I am the queen. I am the king. I am the bishop. I am the knight. I am the pawn. I am the rook. I am the chess pieces.